Welcome back to part 2. Now, we did the previous video on how to get the perfect harvest. If you've not seen it, click on this card above my head right here. But we're going to see what's the best method that we can use to get the most amount of money out of our farm. Now, there's 3 possible options. We've got animals, we've got productions, or we can just sell the grain as it is. So let's have a look at each one in turn. We'll start with a simple one. How much will we get for our grain? And in order to do that, if you've not got the mod, I would suggest getting it. But there's this time-saving stock check, and it kind of beats me to the answer, really. So the most amount of money we'll get for this is around 22,789. But that's not entirely true. The current value is 15,000, so £7 grand difference by waiting until January. So let's skip forward to January and see how far we get with it. Oh, I forgot to mention. So yes, this mod is called Time Saving Stock Check, and it's absolutely perfect. It's great for people who are on PC because it's a PC only mod. But if you're playing on console or you can't be bothered downloading this mod, you can always click on this menu down here and it will tell you your prices. So we go all the way down to wheat. It's in alphabetical order. And then this is what the price differences look like. So the maximum we'll get is 711. The lowest point will be next month at 495. So we're going to hold out until January. I've done a quick save of the game because I'm going to have to keep going back into this. So let's have a look at most amounts of money. Right, so we're in January now and it's time to load up the trailer. Let's hope that we get a decent amount. So, well, we've got 31,000 litres, so we're going to potentially have to make 2 trips, or I might just do a full trailer and see how much money we get collectively. Let's just make sure he fills it. And am I the only one that's OCD like this, where I want the entirety of it to be filled? Or is there other players like that? Let me know in the comment section. Right, so the first thing we're going to have to do is auto-save. That's not exactly what we wanted. Right, so we're on 722 is the maximum, so we're going to be just a bit below. We can wait it out, but the prices are depleting, so we don't really want to do that. So Farmers Market or Ellengrad. Now, I want to go Farmers Market because we have to pay for rental with that one, so we'll just do Farmers Markets. Let's tag that place because I'm still unsure of these maps. I've not played FS25 too much, and I keep looking out for the green thing, and it tells us right over here. We're only 400 metres away from the place. So I think we'll just do a trailer at a time and see how much we can make from one trailer rather than the actual harvest. You can probably do the calculations yourself, it's not that difficult. Just get a calculator, divide everything by 1,000 and then times it by its value. And then you're golden. Right, so we're at our selling points. We've got 89 million in the bank. I've not modded this in the slightest, I've just been grinding away at this game, obviously. Let's see how much we earn from this. We'll eventually get there. So we got 20,053. So that was from selling the grain alone. So that's not a bad payday if you've not got a lot of capital behind you. Let's have a look at the next method and let's see if it's a little more profitable. Right, our next trick is going to be quite annoying actually. So we're on Zilonka. A lot of people tell me that I'm butchering this name. I'm beyond the point of caring at this point in time. But we don't seem to have a grain mill in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and activate our thingy, our build menu. And we're going to go to factories and we're going to buy ourselves a grain mill, wherever they may be. Here we are, 288, and this land isn't owned by us. So here's an extra thing that we need. We're going to need to buy some farmland. Now this one looks quite nice, 42,000. And then we can build our factory. Lapse with another object. No, it doesn't. Right, we're building here. There we go, that's fine. I'm not too fussed with the deformations that it's caused. But yeah, so we've built ourselves a little bakery. Not a bakery, our grain mill. And I did not see that tree there at all. My driving, obviously, is fantastic, and so is my awareness. We'll cut them trees down at some point. So yeah, you need 288,000 to buy the factory, or some farmland if it's not already on the map. So we're just going to dump our 28,000 litres into here. I just realised it's going to be a pain in the backside to reverse out. And then if we go over to this menu here, we can go to our production points. So we've got our grain mill here. We can make barley, oats, rice, long rice, and sorghum and wheat flour. So we want to activate this one. So let's activate, and now it'll do 2,520 cycles, which will cost us €24 a month. Expensive. But we'll start producing some flour. And I said some flour, not sunflower. And I hate these trailers with a passion. I am no good with these trailers, but I got out of here. And yeah, we're going to have to make way for a truck of some kind, which is another investment we're going to have to make, or we can get a cheap little loader. Now, they do have this miscellaneous section, which has this, which holds not many. That blue thing is auto load, but that's only for bills. So yeah, where's our low loader section? Oh, in fact, we could just get... So let's just get ourselves a truck. I like this Volvo electric. I think it's really, really nice. I'll just keep it as its base farm now. I'm not going to spend a million years. Oh, wait a minute. We could just do this and then this. And then here we are. Here's our trailer menu that are compatible with this. So we're just going to get the Profiliner. There we are. Let's put giants on the... Let's respect the farm. And then we're going to need a some kind of loader, which one of these is just more than enough. So yeah, 241 grand in equipment. So yeah, we're looking at $500,000. Now you could do this cheaper. You could just get a little low loader for your tractor and just manually unload them onto the thing. But now we're going to fast forward time a little bit. And we're going to see how much we're going to get over the course of the year. Now if we go to our stock checking thing, flour says January. And this, we need to go down to flour, which is here. And the best time to sell says it's January. And you can already see a significant increase. But 1,000 litres of wheat is not going to make 1,000 litres of flour. So we're going to see how much we get from that. Right, as you can see now, we have removed some trees. We've got our forklift coming over. We've had to deform the land a little bit, because this was just at a ridiculous standard. And here we are. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pick up some pallets and we're just going to load them in. Now this is pretty much the only way you can do it if you're playing on console. However, if you're playing on PC, you can use Lumberjack and just lob them all in there anywhere. But I like doing this way. It's more time consuming. But when you're playing on PC, there's nothing stopping you from just picking up the pallets and just sending it over. Make sure you strap them in, because we don't want any funny business. But yeah, we'll start to see these start producing more. We've got 150 litres of flour in there now, and it's increasing. And it's only going to get more and more, so we're going to have to start filling this trailer. We might even need another truck, or make 2 journeys if you want to stay financially minded. But yeah, this one is a very long-winded process. But the end result might be better. Is it going to be similar? I don't know. Why are you asking me? Right, so we've got 2 more pallets left. We've put them in, it's not the best. But yeah, 2 pallets left over, and we have got like 200 litres of flour inside our production point. So, can we manually spawn our pallets? Let's see. Spawn. No, we cannot. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh well. Production revamp can't come here quick enough. Anyway, let's collect our last 2 things. Pallets. And then we can just ship them off. Well, we can have them waiting. Now, there's probably going to be about 2 or 3 places we can take this. Ellengrat, bakery, or maybe like a food market. They're probably going to be the only 2 places we can sell these. Oh, that did not go to plan. Push from the bottom. There we go. So yeah, let's skip all the way to January now, and we'll see how much money we've earned. And we can kind of calculate how much we are going to earn If things are going to stay the same, how long is it going to be before we paid all this off? I mean, we can already calculate how many we're going to need to sell. 1,300 at maximum selling price is the ballpark. So we can kind of figure out, well, 10 pallets is going to be 100 grand, 10 grand. So we're going to need 300, between 300 and 400 pallets of this in order to make our money back off it. So yeah, that's a lot of pallets, to be fair. I mean, we've only got 22 pallets in here, and that's 28,000. So let's see, how much money are we going to make off of this? We can leave him parked up here, ready to sell. So let's go to January. Now we're back in January, and it's time to make the sale. Right, we are going to be looking at you. And we're going to scroll down to flour, which we're already on from last time. And Jesus Christ, the bakery is wanting a heck of a lot of money for that, isn't it? Maximum selling price is 1,493, which Ellengrat is producing. But bakery is just like, hey, tell you what, I'll give you all of my money if you give me some goods. So let's go ahead and tag the bakery. So the bakery is a million miles away. No, it is not. So we're going to bring the truck over there, and let's see how much they're going to give us for all of this. 22,000 litres. It's not going to be any more than 30 grand, I don't think. Can't be, really. These roads are super slippery. Right, let's open up the hull so we can see just what we're selling and where. Take off our tension straps. So there's 19,000. Jesus Christ, hold the phone. 19,500. Let's go here because I can't be bothered doing the maths. Where's our income section? Finances. So the total amount of money we made today was production sold 33,168. Not a bad figure if I do say so myself. Yeah, so we earned 13,000 more than we earned from our doodah, our wheat. Does it feel worth it, though? I mean, 500,000 to spend on equipment and buildings just for the sake of an extra 10 grand a year off one trailer load. I mean, obviously you're not going to stick to one field all the time, and you're going to progress and you're going to expand, but that just kind of seems like a waste because the amount that you earn is insignificant to the amount that you get. Final one. And you know what? People say that. Ploughed fields, they're no different than off FS25, but look at that. My truck just jackknifed just by driving along a ploughed field, not a plough. I mean, I was probably going a little bit too fast, but look at it just bounce around. It just can't stay stable. I think some people are talking out their backsides. Now it's time for the final test, and yes, we're going to need some more land yet again, and I'll probably buy that field. Now I'm not going to include the land in this because if you've got a starting farm, you've probably already got the land to do it with. But I am going to, I don't know, let's get this one. 85,000. We've got to stay cheap. We are pretty bankrupt. And now we're going to head down here. We're just going to scope out the place, see what we can do. I think we're just going to have to flatten a big chunk of this and then soften it all off, I guess. Because I'm tired of having weird stuff going on. Yes, I'm tired of having weird stuff going on. Now, I hate the fact that there is a massive delay when you're flattening ground. So you won't see it instantly. It might just be my PC being a bit funky, or my DLSS being a bit funky. But yeah, so that'll flatten off eventually. It's coming back around on itself. Look at this, isn't this spooky? The ground is deforming by itself. Alright, we'll let him finish off flattening. Right, there we go. So now we're just going to smoothen it all off. Make sure there's no nasty bumps and turns and stuff. We're not going to need to use all of this. So that's not going to be a big problem. We're only going to be using a small section. There we go, that seems pretty smooth, smooth enough to drive a tractor on. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to place some chickens down. And we're going to go for the biggest pen we can find, 79,000. So there is going to be a slight deformation, but it's not going to be too bad. And then we can just smoothen off the bits that it's done. There we are. Don't really care about this section because that's just where the chickens are going to go. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do this in a way that I'm going to fill up. I'm just going to go 100% capacity with adults. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to leave this tractor here because they will automatically unload when the feeder runs dry. So let's go ahead and just reverse him in there. Come on. Nope. Nearly had it. Nearly had it. There we are. Right, so we're just going to let him unload that. It's probably not going to fill the whole thing. Nope, not many litres used whatsoever. But what will happen is it will just automatically unload. So it's cost us 79,000 for that. And then to get 6-month-old chickens, got 250. And then get 110. Perfect. Now, we are going to need a forklift. And we're not going to need a big truck this time because the chicken egg pallets, they have a pretty large quantity. So we're just going to go ahead and get ourselves maybe just like a small trailer or something. I don't know. Did they have... Let's have a look at the low loaders. If we can find the low loaders. I'm useless at trying to find trailers and stuff. This new menu is going to be the death of me. Oh, let's go flatbed trailers. I think this one. This one will do. It's a bit long, but at least it's cheap enough. Anyway, let's go ahead, skip forward a month, and see where we go from there. Right, so as we can see, the thing's still full, and yeah, the chickens are laying eggs. We do have one full pallet, so I'm just going to leave them to one side for now, and then let's skip forward until we've run out of grain. Right, so we are at the end of our run. It's been nearly 2 years. That's a lot of chickens. And yeah, so we've got a lot of eggs. And now we're just going to have to wait and see. Now, which is our highest selling point? So we can go down and find eggs. Where the blinking, there we are. So the highest price is going to be in November at 2,400. Jesus, so eggs are looking very, very promising, aren't they? We've got more of it and it's double the value. And right now, we've got 2,200. So let's go to sleep till November. It's not too far away. Right, so we're in November now and we're full of snow. It's been this way since July, which is kind of weird. So let's go ahead and find our highest selling point. 2,500 is what it's saying now, and it's looking like Ellengrad are the ones offering a great deal, but farmers markets are offering one hell of a deal, an extra €3 per 1,000. We're going to be rolling in the hay, so let's tag this place, and let's go ahead and figure out where it is. Not too far away. Everything's just like less than 500 meters away. Sorry, pedestrians, farming is happening. Have we got any eggs left? Nope. One thing that I do like about animal farming as well, especially with chickens, is you can get partial pallets which you can't get with production points. So it's kind of nice to have that ability. So we're going to go ahead and ship it all over to here and hopefully not crush some pedestrians in the meantime. Oh, sugar! Slippery surfaces. Okay. Alright, lesson learnt. We go very slowly around corners. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, we get partial pallets, which is nice. So it means that we can maximise our profits, even if we do run short, which is unlikely. I mean, I got 360 chickens. 28,000 litres was more than enough to last over a year. So yeah, we're not gonna. If you wanted to chicken farm, then there's your ballpark, because you're never gonna run out, because you're gonna get 28,000 litres a year, aren't you? And you're gonna have surplus too. I don't think it's gonna sell there. That looks like a. Never mind. It looked like it was selling some then. Maybe not. Okay, let's take it over here. Let's try and make sure it doesn't tip. There we go. 70,000 we got for that. We got twice as much as we got for the flour. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, why don't we just make bread? Because, you know, bread's got a high selling price. But let's go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and buy this bakery. 150,000, not a bad price. And then let's have a look at the ingredients for bread. Where are you, bread? Here we are. So to make bread with flour or rice flour. So we can make bread and it's just flour alone. But given the amount that it takes, you know, it's 120 cycles per month. What's the ingredients needed? We need flour. And I think it's just flour, isn't it? One thing I don't like about this game, it doesn't tell you what ingredients are needed. Like, just tell me. Can I not double click it? No. So yeah, I think we just need flour for that, but we don't make a lot from it. At least it wasn't that way. I mean, we could go down the route of cakes, but cakes also need strawberries. It needs milk. It needs butter. It needs eggs, and it also needs flour and sugar. It needs a bit of everything. Which, if you sold all the ingredients, you would make much more than 6,000 per 1,000. But bread might be okay. But I think the last time I run this experiment, bread was very similar. But as always, thank you very much for watching. So if you ever felt like you've earned something of value, you know, chickens are the best way to make money directly from wheat. So always go with animals. I keep repeating that thing over and over again because animals are the most profitable thing you'll ever have. And it's been that way in a lot of farming simulators. Apart from horses, they died off in 2019 when they stopped making money in 2022. Bring back the €50,000 horses, please, giants. We need it. We need to make a fluctuating farm. A functioning farm, not a fluctuating farm. But yeah, chickens, you'll never run out of wheat if you harvest enough. And yeah, it's golden. It's absolutely golden. And if you've enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial where we're going to start looking at some more complicated crops. See you later.